For many years, I wondered why the life of a Christian is so difficult. When we embrace Christ, the promise that we had was the promise of freedom. So how come so many of us are still living in bondage? I found out that at times what happens to us is that those that came first are the ones who are making life difficult for us. Let me share the scripture with you. It is in Romans chapter 14, verse 13 to 14. It says, "Forget about deciding what is right for each other. Here is what you need to be concerned about, that you don't get in the way of someone else, making life more difficult than it already is. I am convinced, Jesus convinced me, that everything as it is in itself is holy. We, of course, by the way we treat it or talk about it, can contaminate it. Have you found yourself struggling with man-made rules? You need that scripture. Have you found yourself more stressed, working so hard to make sure that you are holy and righteous by the standards of man? You need that scripture. The cross of Christ came so that you can have freedom. The cross of Christ came so that you can embrace the righteousness, which is the finished work on the cross. How come you're living by so many man-made rules? Do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that, don't put on earrings, don't use roll-on. Where did that come from? Where exactly in the provision that was made on Calvary are these rules that are making life so difficult for you? The Bible is simple. The same book is available to all. That same book is available to your pastor. It's available to you. You have the Spirit of God in you. Your leader has the Spirit of God. The Spirit of God can minister to you. On the same scripture, it's ministering to your pastor, and it will give you two different understanding, both of them pointing towards redemption and Christ. So why is it that life has become so tedious for you? What was supposed to give you relief has now put you in bondage. You are afraid of offending. You are afraid of doing wrong. Have you ever thought about it? Jesus pleased his Father. He didn't have to pray to please his Father. He just lived a life that was pleasing to him. You are made after Christ. You're just supposed to love God and obey him naturally. You're not supposed to be working hard and to be sweating to be accepted by him. This is a revelation that will liberate you. Jesus came to bring you freedom. Enjoy it.